Hello, welcome to Ekidel and Happy New Year. Today, I want to introduce to you a software called Stonebridge Quantity Extractor. Now, this software is used to calculate the material quantity of a reinforced concrete member, element, or building, or anything. For example, if you want to know the quantity of cement in volume or in bags for a particular structural element, for example, slab, beam, column, or footing, right? All you do is to do what? Impute the mix ratio. Let me say 1:2:4, or which is the common mix ratio for reinforced building, or you input 1:1.5 and is to what? Is to 3 or 2 and all that. Then once you impute your mix ratio and it's correct and all that, then you move into the what? Imputing the length. Let me assume that a slab of what 15 meters by the width 10.5 meters, and then the depth, which is 150, which is 0.15. All right, and all that. So once you input all this right now, then move into choosing your waste factor, knowing that during the casting process of either slab, beam, or column, if the place they are mixing it is far away, you will experience that there will be some kind of wastage of what concrete that will be falling off. So you have to also input that into your when you're quantifying, okay, and all that. So right now I'll just choose 0.1, okay, for that, okay, and then which is the average, okay, and then I'll not do what? Come down, you will see this and say that calculate what in terms or in volume, okay. I'll come now and say okay, calculate in what terms. So with this now, you can now see that a slab of what 15 meters by 10.5 meters and by this by 0.15, which is the thickness 150, is given what you will need 97 bags of cement to perform that. And then also for sand, you will need 2.5 tons of sand to cast that. And also you also need 5.4 tons of what stones, okay, which is what chippings or what aggregate, okay, for that, okay, that's fine. And then you can now come now and do what? Click on what? Quantity table, and then you will get your quantity just so you can see your table here and all that. So right now you can come here and change the number of the elements to 1 if you're only doing for 1, okay. So this number is for you to impute if maybe you have how many number of what of that type of element. Let me say you have 20 numbers of that element, for example column, that have different numbers of one size. You can come here and impute your size of that column and all that. Let me say 12 and all that, and then you see that it will change. But for example, now this is for slab and we are only doing for one floor, so you can see that you have what 97 bags, 2.5 tons of sand, and then for the stones, which is what chippings, okay, or let me say this thing aggregate, you have what to have 5.4, okay, that's fine. So you can choose to go back and then make some changes, go back home or that. If I now go for what cubic meter here, the same thing too. You can see the meter here, cement in cubic meter, sand and all that. Then come back here also and do what? Quantity table. So the same thing happens for all, okay, that's fine. So let me now show you the full how to use this to perform some kind of, and also explain more on this, okay, that's fine. See you then there. Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where I will train future civil and structural engineer. My name is Justice Mwaka and I am your instructor. Today, I will be showing you the Stonebridge Quantity Extractor 2025 version. Now, this quantity extractor is used to calculate the quantities for materials. For example, numbers of cement in bags or in cubic meter, and then the quantity of sand in tons or in cubic meter, and also the quantity of aggregate in tons and also in cubic meter. So, but before I dive into this software, the first thing I want to do right now is to wish you Happy New Year, knowing that it's my first day on Ekidel here for this year, and this is the first time you're seeing me for this year, and I won't be doing that just like that. I want to especially wish some countries that we render our services to, and the number one on my list is Nigeria. Now I want to especially wish you guys and every engineers here in Nigeria Happy New Year. I will then move to Ghana. Yeah, we have few guys in Ghana and you guys are doing great. I want to wish you guys Happy New Year. And again also we then move to Kenya. I want to wish all the Kenyans Happy New Year. And then we move to Zambia. I want to wish you guys Happy New Year. And then we move to Tanzania. Yeah, you guys are wonderfully great. I want to wish you guys Happy New Year. And then we go to Uganda. Yeah, Ugandans are lovely. I want to wish you guys Happy New Year. And then we move to Canada. Yeah, Canada is where we have most of our major clients that we render our services in engineering designs. I want to wish you happy new year. We value all your support and patronage. And then we move to Estonia. Yes, we want to wish you happy new year. And our new clients from Portugal, we want to wish you happy new year. And then I will say obrigado. Yeah, thank you for the last year job. And then we also move to UK. Yeah, our subscribers too are coming from UK, specifically London. I want to wish you also happy new year. And to many countries I cannot mention right now, yeah, South Sudan, sorry, forgive me. Yeah, we have a lot of students following us from South Sudan. You guys are doing great. And then one country I'm forgetting, what's that? I'm forgetting one country. Guinea, yeah, Guinea Republic. So Equatorial Guinea, yeah. I want to wish you guys happy new year. We have some guys there that are just registered for our Ekidel mentorship. Yeah, you guys are doing great. Thank you and happy new year. Also, before I also dive in now, right now, if you want to register for or enroll for Ekidel mentorship, the year just began. You can just enroll for that. The link is in our online store or below this video description. It's a one-on-one training and all that, and we also issue out certificate of what competency by the end of the training. Okay, that's fine. So right now, what we have here right on our list here is Stonebridge quantity extractor. Now, the reason why I'm coming with this software for this year, although we have already been using it for other years, but we didn't make much videos on that. But the reason why I'm using this now as the first video for this year is because of the numbers of comments and questions we got on our inbox. People were asking, like, I don't know, that young student or young engineers were asking how do they calculate or like the quantities of materials and all that. So this gives them issues and challenging and all that for them to calculate the quantity of cement in cubic meter or in number of bags for a particular project. You understand? So for example, you have a project, let me say 1-story building or 2-story building right now, and you're done with the whole design, and then you then issue go and submit the complete drawing to your client, and immediately your client now asks you, okay, sorry engineer, what do you think is the quantity of cement that I'm going to purchase for this building? Let me say for the first floor slab casting or decking. What do you think will be the quantity of sand? You're right. Yeah, quantity of sand, quantity of aggregate, and then number of bags of cement or quantity of cement in volume. Okay, and all that. So you see that at that point, you like have it. You like see it as a difficult, or it will be hard for you to give out the answer to your client immediately. That's because you have to do some kind of rough calculation and all that, which might take some number of hours. All right, yeah, so number of hours or some minutes, and maybe your client doesn't have the time. Maybe you want to cut up with his flights and all that. So with the help of Stonebridge quantity extractor, you can be able to generate these values in less than 3 minutes and all that. Once you key in your values, put in the assumed design mix ratio, knowing that the popular or the common mix ratio for design is 1:2:4. That's the common for reinforced concrete buildings. Other mix ratios are for some kind of special structures, like 1:1.5:3 and all that. Those are for special structures. So you just put in your mix ratio for the design, and then you put in the section sizes and all that, and immediately you just get your values. But don't forget, you have to also choose your waste factor, which I will show you all that now. So right now, let me just use a demo example first for a column size of 225 by 225 by height 3 meters and all that. Now, if I ask you now, what will be the number of bags of cement I'm going to buy for just to cast a column of 225 by 225 by 3 meter and all that, you see that at that point it will be difficult for you to give me the correct answer, number of bags of cement what kind of sand I'm expecting to buy in tons, and I know that, okay, or in volume. But with the help of Stonebridge template, sorry, with the help, not Stonebridge template, yeah, this is Stonebridge quantity estimator, I know that you will be able to derive all that, okay. That's fine. So right now on my list here, which is the software interface here, as you can see, the next thing we'll do right now is to do what is to, you have the first one here, say element type, okay. Yeah, you can see the element type. You have slab, beams, column, and footing. This is basically for buildings, although you can still use it for other concrete members and all that, okay, or elements, okay. But these are the ones that are listed here: slab, beam, column, and footing, okay. So just come here right now. If you choose slab, all right, so, or you choose your beam, you can see that, okay. So anyone you choose right now, it changes for you, and then you input your values, okay. You can see that. So I'm just coming right now, and then let me just choose column, okay. Let us assume we want to check the number of bags for a column of what, 225 by what, 225, okay, and then the height is 3 meters, okay. That's fine. So right now I choose what, column here. I will then come here and put my mix ratio. You can choose your and input your mix ratio here, knowing that this is what you can see, mix ratio. If there is any error, it will display for you that you have not entered what, a mix ratio, okay. So you have to enter, let me say 1:2:4. Like I said again, most people can use different mix ratio, but this is the common, okay. That's fine. This is the common mix ratio for reinforced concrete building. We then move to what, column section size. Now the length of the column already is already known to be what, 225. So I have to put it in 1 meter. I'll put 0.225, okay. I'll then move to the width. The same thing again, since it's a, sorry, that's a point, not 0.225, okay. I'll then move to what, move to width, which is the same thing, 0.225, okay. I'll then move to the height. Now the height of the column, now let me assume the normal height of what, headroom for a building is what, 3 meters. That's the height of the column and all that. I'll then come to concrete casting waste factor, all right. Knowing that during casting process, when they are when they're done mixing their fresh concrete, and they're not trying to transport that concrete to the place, to this column, for like casting, on the process of the transportation, most of the concrete might be falling off, all right. Might be falling off if the distance is too long, all right. Let me say the distance where you mix the concrete is long, if is very long, to the place where you're going to cast the concrete. You will see that by the time you load that concrete on your wheelbarrow or on your head pan, and then bringing them down to this place you want to perform the construction, you see that along the way you must have wasted some kind of materials, okay. So these values listed here are the waste factors, okay, to be used when checking out for the quantity that will be wasted, okay. And for you to choose these values right, you have to consider the distance, okay. If there is no distance, let me say where you are mixing is the same place you are casting that element, okay, like the column now, then you assume that there is no much waste factor or wastage of concrete during the movement stage, okay. So you can go and choose 0.5, okay. But if you are not sure and all that, it is advisable to choose 1.0, okay, 1.0. But if you are sure they waste concrete a lot, then choose the maximum 1.4, okay. So for now, I'll choose 1.0, which is what, which is the average 1.0, okay, as the waste factor, okay. That's fine. So right now, once you've entered that, now you then come here and click on what you can see. They have to they say calculate in terms or calculate in what, in volume, which is what, cubic meter. If I say in terms, I'm going to see my quantities. For example, for cement in bags, like let me say 20 bags, 10 bags, 5 bags. No, if I say in terms, I'm going to see my quantity of sand in terms. For example, one tipper truck of what, of sand, one tipper truck of chippings, right? Like let me say aggregate, okay, that's fine. Then if I say in calculate in volume, I'll be seeing them in volume. All right, volume is basically used if you're using a batching plant, something like, yeah, batching plant and all that. That's why you can be able to mix perfectly with volume. But if you're using a hand mix and all that, or let me say you want a very easy quantity, okay, it's best to use what, tons, okay. But if it's a massive project, very massive project, then it will be best to use what, in cubic meter. But whichever way you want to use, it will give you your result based on what you choose. For so right now, I want to choose calculate in what, tons. So right now, once you have inputted everything I can see right now, you then come here and click on what, calculate in tons. Okay, you can see it now. So right now you can see what we have. The same thing shows you your values and all that. Then it shows you your column quantity estimate in tons. Okay, you can see that. So you can see now that the quantity of cement is what, 1 bag of cement. So what it means is that for a column size of 225 by 225 by 3 meter high, you only need 1 bag of cement, for the construction. All right, for the construction. Then when it comes to sand, you can see that it needs 0.02 tons. You can see, and it is measured in what, in using tipper. But you cannot. But this is not that it will be a full one, but this is the quantity. Most of these tipper trucks carries 30 tons. Some carries 20 tons, while some carries 25 tons. Some too carries 15 tons. So any amount you need, they will provide for you. But in this case, this is very, very small. So you can buy this sand in bags. Okay, and all that. Okay, so the same thing also for the what quantity of what aggregate too. You can see it here right now. It says what? You can see 0.04. All right, and all that. So with this now, you can then come here and do what? Quantity table. You can see that. So it gives you now your this thing in quantity. You can see that quantity cement 1 bag, this, and then this. You can then choose to do what? Print and all that. So you can choose to print all these phases. You can see that you can print out all this and all that. Okay, so let's now go for a more realistic example where we'll have to use a building plan to check out for this. Okay, that's fine. So I'll just come now right now and then go back to do what? Go back home, and then let's now use a realistic building plan for this. Okay, that's fine. So coming here now, I'll just open a building plan which I have here, or let me say open this project here. Yeah, that's fine. So I think you guys already know about this design here on Ekidel. This is a 16-story building that we just completed last 2 years. So if you have not watched the video of this, please watch that. Okay, that's fine. So I'll then come back here now. Let me just come back here right now. Back here. So back to our plan here right now. Let's assume that we want to check the quantity of sand, quantity of bags of cement, and quantity of what aggregate that will be used to construct for the construction or for the casting of this 600 by 600 millimeter column. Okay, knowing that we have almost the same size of column and all that, so we will have to do for one, then multiply the quantity by the number of columns that we have here, since they are all the same. Okay, but if you have different column sizes, take one as a type, then multiply it by the number doors, all right, of by the number of quantity that you have. All right, okay, that's fine. So with this, let's now go and check out for this. We have 6 by 6, all right. Then the height, you can see it here, is 3.5. Okay, so that takes us back now to this place here. So on this place now, we will then come here and then put in here 0.6, right, and then come again here 0.6, okay, and then come again here 0.6. okay, that's fine. So the height 3.5, sorry for that, 3.5. okay, that's fine. And then we just choose a waste factor. I also assume that there will not be much waste factor on this, so I can choose 1.0, which is the average, or 1.1. Let me assume that there will be some kind of little waste. Okay, so I'll put 1.1. okay, that's fine. And then I'll now come now and then click on what? Calculate here. So I'll come now and then click on, knowing that I've already chosen my what? My mix ratio as 1:2:4 and all that. Okay, that's fine. So I'll come now and we are still on column. I'll then come now and then click on what? Calculate in what terms here. Okay, so you can see now it requires what? 6 bags of cement for us to cast a column of 600 by 600 by 3.5 meters. Okay, and all that. So with this now, let me then go back now and then reduce the waste factor to what? 1, and then let's see the effect of the waste factor on that. So I'll come here and say back one, home here, and then come here and reduce to what? 1, and then I'll do what? Calculate again. You can see it is still 6, and let's now reduce to what? To, let me say, 0.5. Okay, 0.5. So I'll come now 0.5 as the waste factor, then come here, calculate. You can see it has now become what? 3. Now what it means is that there is basically zero waste, right? Zero waste. Okay, and all that. So I'll come back, but it's best to choose now. What it means that what you are meaning is that there is zero waste. That means that concrete will not be wasted that much. So you only pick 0.5 if you're sure that there will be no wastage of what? Concrete. Okay, now just as it happens during design, we design for worst condition. All right, also during quantity and estimation, first you have to quantify based on the actual. All right, means that there will not be any waste. Then when you now add VAT, all right, like you now add 30% of what? Of VAT. Let me see if there's any waste, all right, no, just to make it up. But if you have already chosen a waste factor of 1.0 and all that, there won't be need for you to add much VAT. All right, you can see that. So you can see this is how it is. Okay, so you can see this is the number of bags of cement in what? In this. Then for the sand, you can see 0.14 tons, and for this is this. Okay, that's fine. We then move that to back again right now. Let's now calculate now in what? In cubic meter. I'll then click on this place now, and then you see it here. You can see 0.18 cubic meter, 0.36 cubic meter, and 0.72 cubic meter. Okay, that's fine. And then I'll come again right now and then click on this place back home here. Now if you have calculated this now, the next thing to do is to do what? Click on what? Quantity table. It will display for you here where you can also print here. All right, later I'm going to print all of them, print and all that. The same thing also, go back or go back to home, then go to volume if you want to print in volume. Then also come here and click on what? Quantity table here. Okay, and all that. And then come again now, you can see it here, and then you can then choose to print. And let's now start printing each of this stuff. Okay, so I'll be going back to what? Home now. Now on this home now, the next thing I'll do is to do what? Is to print this my input sheet. Okay, so I'll come here that says what? Print, and I'll do what? Click on here, print here. Automatically it gives you what? A PDF. Yeah, it generates PDF drawings first. So I'll come now and then type this in here. So I'll come now and then type my value. Let me just say input sheet, or just call it sheet 1. All right, sheet 1. After I can choose to arrange and combine later, sheet 1, and I'll do what? Say save. Okay, that's fine. That one is saved already. Okay, and then let's allow it to do what? To finish up the printing what? Process. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's okay. Now I will then move to do what? To this calculate in what terms here. Also print out this one too. I'll come here and do what? Say print here. Hold on for it to print too. I'll call what? Sheet 2. You can see that sheet 2. Okay, that's fine. I'll say what? Save. That's fine. So it will print this one too as also sheet 2. Then allow it to finish up again. I will then move on to the next one, which is the go back. Okay, home first, and then come back here. Let me just come back here now. Okay, I would then come again here right now and then click on what quantity table here to print this also out here. By printing this, clicking here right now. Now if you want to increase, okay, let me say you want to now, yeah, that's fine. You can choose to type in the numbers of columns here. So let's now move on to the this place again here. Let's now count the number of columns that we have. You have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. We have 18 columns. Okay, so I'll do what now? I'll then come back again just now. Then you come back here now, come back here and type in what the numbers of columns, which was 18. Okay, that's fine. And then you do what? Come here and then you can see once you click on 18, you can see that it will change. Okay, you can see the total number of what bars of cement that you need. Okay, and all that. Okay, that's fine. But okay, so you then come down and do what here, and then also the terms. Okay, and all that. You can see that right now. Then come here right now and then click on what print. Okay, it will also print it out for you. Okay, that's fine. Then also let's call this one sheet 3. Okay, sheet 3. Okay, so this I just did all now for just for what for terms. Okay, so the same thing you also do for what for the if you go to like get your values in what cubic meter. Okay, the same thing. Okay, that's fine. So I'll then go back home now. Okay, that's fine. So the same thing you also do is to also print out this also using that method too. That's fine. So you can see. So actually this is just a short video, but I'll be making more videos by using this quantity Stonebridge quantity estimator to calculate for slab. Okay, right? For example, you can see that we if I come to this place now, yeah, this is the project we designed for and all that. So this is actually a flat slab design that we did for a client that was last year November, yeah, and all that. So this is a total flat slab. Is an office complex. Actually, it's an office complex having elevator and all that. You can see that all that. So it's totally fully flat slab. Let me show you. Let me show you the building plan and all that, and also the complete structural drawing that we issued to the client and all that too. So coming here now, AutoCAD here. This is the building plan. You can see that this is the elevation, yeah, for that building, right? And then this is the building plan. You can see that this is where we did the structural framing, and these are all the plans. Okay, this is office complex. These are all the plans, and it was totally a flat slab. That was what the client wanted for a flat slab. Then this is the structure. You can see your complete office complex work. You can see that. So this is it's actually carrying a raft foundation, like raft beam foundation. But look at this is the raft beams and all that. But look at the slab. Yeah, this is the raft slab detailing. Then this now is the layout for the, let me see the, yeah, this is the lift and all that, foundation layout and all that. Then you can see the flat slab layout. You can see it here. This is the flat slab layout. It a slab of what 300 thickness. You can see that there's no beam, just the slab. This is a beamless structure, which is a flat slab. Then this is the reinforcement. These are the bottom layers, sorry, the bottom bars and all that. Then we then move to just the top bars alone. All right, because you know that in flat slab you have more top bars than bottom bars. You can see that the bottom bars are given diameter 16 at what 150. Okay, but when you come to the top bars, these are, yeah, top bars. You can see that some of them, yeah, still 150, but if you watch critically, yeah, still 150. But top bars is of two types, right? It's of two types. We have top bars that we only be spanning around the column strip and the middle strips. Okay, so these are the reinforcement that's spanning middle strip. You can see that they are having Y20, which is 20 diameter at 150, compared to the other ones that was having M50 150 16 at 150, okay, and all that. So these are the major punching shear control reinforcements. That's why you can see that they are what Y20 at 150. Some of them are let me see, I think some of them are at 175 and all that. Yeah, something. Let me just check for that if you can see that. Yeah, I think maybe it's not this one. It's not here. Yeah, but you can see that you can see M20. Then if you also go, this is for the story 2. Yeah, because it's not of the same building plan. There are some void on the on some other floors and all that. Okay, yeah. So you can see these are the detailings. Okay, and all that. You can see detailings, right? And all that for the flat slab. Okay, yeah, we'll be showing you how to detail a flat slab later, although the coming Stonebridge 2025 template, it's already included and everything, so you'll be able to learn it there too, how to detail a flat slab and all that. Okay, that's fine. So you can see that and the principles of performing that detailing too and all that. Okay, so in my next video I'll be doing more videos using this Stonebridge quantity extractor, which I will now use a real life example, real life slab example to do all that. Okay, so if you want to get this software, it's actually on a discount price now. I know that because it's the beginning of the year, so we are giving out 30% off, okay, for and all that. Okay, so you can get this software on our Ekidel online store, which is on our bio, or just check below this video description to purchase this. Okay, that's fine. So this is now, so that's fine. So on our next video I'll be doing more videos and explaining more on this. Okay, and all that. Okay, but this is a perfect software and for quantity extractor, which gives you a reliable values. Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much and God bless you. We love you, and then goodbye. Now the reason why this video is a short one is because I especially want to say Happy New Year, but I just want to also introduce this also to you guys. Thank you so much and God bless you. We love you. Let me know what you have in your comment section, and also wish Ekidel 2 Happy New Year. We love you, and then bye for now. Bye then. Yeah.